Hi, folks. It's story time. Well, as far as I can remember. So, I want to talk to you about a little town called Oberammergau. It is located sort of at the foot of the Bavarian Alps, so in Germany. And about 400 years ago, in 1634, I had to look that up, they were faced with the plague, like everyone else in the world. And they pleaded, pleaded that if God would spare their little town, um, that they would then keep a promise to put on a passion play. Um, and they've been doing it every 10 years since 1634. So that's something. And it's going on. So it's usually on the decade. So, it would have been 2020, but because of COVID, they postponed it, and then they postponed it again. So it's actually this year, 2022, and they're expecting almost 500,000 visitors over the time. So 450,000, it says they expect this year for the play. So we did get to go. I went when I was 13. My parents brought me, and that was just something else. It's you're in the it's not an arena, but like a theater outside. So all during the day, and it's like a 2-day event. I don't know, it was like 8 hours long or something. So you go back, and the swallows just come in and through and make all kind of noise, and it's beautiful. I can't describe it, just how nicely it really is. But it goes all the way from the Jesus's birth, the nativity, and everything. There's live animals making all kind of noises too on stage, and hundreds of people. All the townspeople come together to do this every 10 years. They all have a part somehow with building. Actually, the set, there's not much of a set really. It's pretty simple, but it goes through Jesus's entire life. And then when he is crucified, that's pretty heart-wrenching. It's just really well done. And then even after he is risen from the dead, they show him until he ascends. So, I mean, we often forget that he didn't just die. I mean, he conquered death and was raised again, and walked around for like, I don't know, a month, 2, I don't remember. I wasn't there. So, and, spoke to hundreds of people. What else was I going to say? Well, the reason that I brought that up was because a couple weeks ago, Yardism had on his live, he said something about my parents taking my sisters and I on a trip, and that we would get to pick where we go. And that wasn't entirely accurate, so I wanted to kind of clarify. Of course it fell. The camera's like propped up on like 4 pillows here. I'm in my little home away from home. Anyway, the only reason I got to go to this at all was because 1984 was the 350th anniversary of this play. So my older sister went in 1980, I went in 84, and then my younger sister got to go in 1990. So the trips our church went, and it was, the whole tour was crafted around this passion play. They would go to Israel, and then Italy and Germany, including the passion play. It was put together that way. So we didn't, like choose where to go, but each of us went someplace a little bit different. My younger sister went to Florence, and the rest of us, we all went to Rome and stuff, but she got to go to Florence. And then my trip included Egypt, actually. It was really cool. We, climbed up inside the tiny crawl space in the Great Pyramid. And then my older sister had gone to Greece. So having taken art history classes, that Greece would have been something amazing to see. Anyway, we were all about, junior high age when we went, which that was the first time I figured out how to like commit something to memory. Like we were standing over the Armageddon, the valley there, where the last giant, battle is supposed to take place. And I was like, wow, I want to remember this moment. And I can still, like, if you want to commit something to memory, you're like, okay, what do I smell? What do I see? What do I hear? Like, and you can actually place yourself there. I think it's pretty cool being able to do that. I try to do that with some moments with my kids too. The other moment I keep close to my heart is when little Nicholas, our firstborn, I was holding him in the rocking chair, and he was, I don't know, a week or two old or something. But the moment I'm remembering is seeing his little head looking up behind me, and it's raining. So like it's kind of dim in the afternoon, and there's rain, so there's the sound, and I just was watching his face, and he's looking at the rain dripping down the window. It was just one of those moments you just want to capture forever. Wow, I didn't expect to make that tangent, or I would have thought of a couple other memories I have. So I guess that's it. Short and sweet. I don't know if I missed anything. ADHD catches up with me, and I'm like, what was I talking about? Excuse me. Oberammergau, that's right. So, yeah, it was quite an experience. I didn't realize at the time, well, I knew it was super important to remember, so that was good. But I didn't realize it's a rarity that people can just go travel like that. Because, I mean, clearly now we can't. So I'm very, very grateful that we were able to do that. So I don't know if I said this at the beginning of the video. I had made another one and it was ridiculous. So I was going to apologize to anyone who was expecting a package from Yardism, because I haven't made it to the post office yet. And so it's totally my fault, and I'll get there eventually. So I hope all y'all are doing good. I can be Southern when I want to. Take it easy. Thanks.